welcome to the news channel. Today we're gonna go down into China and to the factories to learn about child labor problems here. Many of these children are sold into factories in different places of labor in trucks like these where they are legally sent and not paid. Poverty and unemployment levels are high. Poor families are forced to rely upon child labor in order to improve their chances of getting basic necessities. A particular case we're going to be talking about today is child labor in China, which has been standing out a lot in the news. 13 to 15-year-olds are often tricked and kidnapped by employment agencies working in an impoverished part of Western Sichuan province.
China has been investigating whether hundreds or thousands of poor children are sold to work as slave laborers in booming coastal factory cities.
This happened in 2008 in Shanghai, China.
Authorities in southern Guangdong province, near Hong Kong, have rescued more than 100 children from factories in Dongguan, a huge manufacturing city known for producing and exporting toys, textiles, and electronics. Many of the workers said that they had been kidnapped.
Child labor cases are an embarrassment to the Chinese government,
which has in recent years announced a series of nationwide crackdowns on child labor and labor law violations.
What is the response? 70 million children are engaged in child labor. Children are set in the worst forms of child labor as commercial sexual exploitation. These children also do dangerous tasks such as agriculture, domestic work, and mining. Since statistics show that sub-Saharan Africa has the worst child labor in the world, there have been quite a few responses. Because of the response, there have been laws enforced.
I'm starving. What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag! I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblams, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you. Bobby? Susie? Don't worry, that's just the power of the arts!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit Americans for the Arts.
With all this going on, the question is, who is working to stop this? The government passed the Basic Conditions of Employment Act, the BCEA. This act states that the children under 15 to 18 cannot work inappropriately for their age. This includes workplaces that can risk or hurt them. People are also trying to stop this since they know it's a serious issue to solve.
People are also trying to stop this since they know it's a serious issue to solve. Organizations working to solve this issue are the Global March Against Child Labor, Love 146, Stop Child Labor Coalition, and Children's Home Flamingo.
The abuses may also reflect the combined pressures of worker shortages, high inflation, and a rising currency that have reduced profit margins of some Chinese factories and forced them to scramble for an edge, even an illegal one, to stay competitive.
Today we're going to interview a child laborer whose identity does not want to be shown.
The earlier case, which local officials initially sought to keep quiet, set off a national uproar in China and promoted a sharp response from President Hu Jintao, who vowed a broad crackdown on labor abuses.
The logic of competitive production combined with a poorly regulated labor market and widespread corruption has resulted in some employers turning to child labor as a way of reducing unit costs of production. Based on the findings, child labor is a problem that must be stopped. Many children suffer from this and are constantly forced to work harsh labor and in conditions that are not fit for anyone. Their lives are in constant danger and they work against their will on many occasions. Child labor must end, and there should be laws protecting these children in order for the world to be a better place.
Children should be able to have a childhood and have proper education. This will not only benefit their lives but the society, since they fit in to have proper jobs due to their education in the future where they are adults. Especially in populous countries such as India, China, and Africa, much of this is illegal. Child labor is seen, where they are sold to companies and forced to work. Most children are forced to work in factories and others are sexually exploited. This should not continue and laws will be still restrict child labor.
Thank you for watching the news channel. Please be aware of the situation in childhood labor and let's bring upon a change.